Hello everyone, Chris here. Now since Yufine's been buffed recently, we will be covering how she does better in Banshee 13 one-shots. So up first is our damage dealer Yufine. The gear requirements for Yufine have been lowered quite a lot since her new buff. The buff makes it so whenever the target, or the boss in this case, has a debuff, the damage dealt is increased. And whenever the target, or the boss in this case, is debuffed, the combat readiness is increased by 20%. So this is the gear from a Yufine. The speed can be slower, and the artifact I'm using is Hellcutter. The EE that she uses doesn't really matter since we'll be using neither skill 1 nor skill 2 in battle. The second unit we'll be using is our debuffer, Mucacha. Mucacha needs enough speed to always outspeed Yufine, but low enough speed that Vivian can always outspeed him or lap him after using her skill 3. He also needs 65 effectiveness and enough bulk to survive phase 1. The artifact being used here is Midnight Bloom, and the reason I'm using this is to lower the gear requirements for Vivian. His skill 3 needs to be at least +4 to maximize the chance for a defense break. Another thing to note that is his imprint needs to be in concentration. Since it's a speed imprint, the speed tuning can be messed up. Finally, we have the wave 1 clearer, Vivian. Vivian needs the EE which increases her combat readiness by 50% whenever she uses her skill 3. The artifact I'm using here is Daydream Joker, but any artifact works as long as it's a damage increasing one. This is the gear I'm using on Vivian. She also needs to have at least enough speed so that she laps Mucacha after using her skill 3. So let's do an example run. And if I've done our tuning correctly, Vivian should lap him and use a skill 2. And now since the boss has a debuff, Yufine's skill 3 damage is enough to one-shot the boss.